This is the vlog for January 24th, 2019. And today was kind of a weird day. I got up and lately in the morning I've been playing a little bit of Elite Dangerous before I get started with the work of my day, which has been in large part cleaning, but I need to get back to working on my book. I got through a few chapters, and I know that I could have kept going for hours, but a funny thing happened. The sun came out, and I know it seems frivolous, but given the weather this week, I thought it would be good to get out and get a little walking done while there was some sun in the sky. And the second half of my walk was actually gorgeous. And then I came home. I did play a little Elite Dangerous this afternoon, and then I had dinner with my buddy Philip, who's still working at Nintendo. Obviously, he can't talk too much about what he does with me outside of work, and since I don't work there anymore, who knows? But he's still friends, and he likes listening to me talk. So I tend to sort of talk at him, and in fact, my voice is still kind of scratchy from talking so much tonight, so I might keep this one kind of short. Talking about my book for a minute, I'm actually really pleased with the first 3 chapters, and the next chapter I'm going to start working on tomorrow morning is the 4th chapter, where I feel the wheels come off a little bit, but it leads into some action. I just need to take a very close look at the next 2 chapters to see, because these are the ones where I'm most likely to cut or revise how I handle the situation, because it just seems sort of unelegant. It's I don't want to give it away, but I don't know. I feel like if I was more clever. I've been having this thought a lot lately. Given that I'm going to have to rewrite what is going to become the 2nd book, I keep thinking of things that I could do, or could have done even, that would have been smarter, better paced, more informative, more action, less exposition. And it's times like these when I worry that I can't hack it as a writer. I'm sure every writer goes through this, agonizing over, what's too much exposition? Where am I spending too much time just saying things without doing anything? Somebody posted a thing from Twitter where an author said there has to be a balance. If your story is really complex, you have to have simple characters. And if your characters are really, really complex, you need to have a simple story. And the problem is I don't know how simple my story is, and I can't gauge how complex my characters are. The story is pretty simple. It's sort of an adventure of a classic sort of go here, find thing, you win. You did it. You made a discovery. It's very much in the vein of like Indiana Jones, for example. So the fact that your characters are bouncing all over the globe, essentially all over the map, and I'm got a lot of different locations that I name drop. I don't know if it's going to get confusing as to where the characters are. I don't know if I do a good enough job of differentiating a sovereign nation from an individual house's territory, and then, cities and towns and counties within those territories. In the first 2 chapters alone, I mention the city of Notchester, Peridot Sound, Woodbow Peninsula, and all of these places are within Exanglia and are specifically in the Kingsland territory of Exanglia. So there you go. There's like 5 different things that are mentioned by the end of the 2nd chapter. I don't know what's too much. I don't know what complicates things, because all this makes sense in my head, and I don't know if I'm getting it across in the writing that well. And I really do need to have an editor take a look at this. It would be a fantastic thing for me to find a literary agent to take a look at the manuscript, see what I've got, tell me, here are some common pitfalls, especially with first-time writers. Here's things you can do, etc., etc. That would be great. But I'm worried that I'm going to have to start paying a literary agent, and I don't have a lot of money to do that with. It'd be better if they were making money off of the sale of the manuscript, because then they'd be trying to get top dollar, but then I also end up having less control over that. But maybe that's for the best. And, fear of jumping in, fear of sticking my toe in to see what the temperature is and having it bit off by a shark. It's not likely to happen, but it makes you stop. So that's where I am right now. I'm Eric Spornitz, and tomorrow will be better.